Hey guys, Mike here, Affluent Journeys. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing great. I'm on my 50th cruise here overall, and I'm on board the brand new, luxurious, maybe most expensive cruise ship ever built. That would be the Regent Seven Seas Splendor. So today we're going to have a full ship tour of all of the public areas on board the ship. I've actually been filming here throughout the cruise that I'm on right now. So make sure, if you haven't already, to hit like on the video. Subscribe here to Affluent Journeys on YouTube. That helps me a lot. Make sure to follow Affluent Journeys on Facebook. I put all my special cruise offers there. And give me a follow on Instagram. You'll see some other things that I do for my various travels and whatnot there. And by the way, I am a luxury cruise agent. I do represent Regent Seven Seas for U.S. and Canadian customers only. So if you're seriously interested in booking a cruise here on Regent, perhaps on the brand new Seven Seas Splendor, or maybe the Grandeur, which will be coming out next year, I'd love to hear from you about it. And in most cases, I can improve on the offer that you would have by booking direct on your own. Even if you've already booked that cruise recently and directly with Regent's North American offices only, not through another travel agent, and you're not paid in full, I might still be able to improve that offer for you, and I'll be glad to do it. Make sure to watch, though, at the end of the video. I'll be speaking about that in greater detail because you'll need to know some things before you contact me. Now aft on deck 12, and we have a walking track that will kind of come all the way around here. Golf net, shuffleboard. We'll have an 18-hole mini putt course, which is harder than it looks. I was over par. If it's 2 shots per par, I was over. And pickleball as well. They give you all of the equipment that you need, so you don't have to bring any of it with you. Some of the morning walkers already. Down the stairs here to La Veranda, which we'll see a little bit later on. And this is Harvest Key here in Belize that we're pulling into today. I'll be doing a barrier reef snorkel later. And outdoor seating here on La Veranda. Splendor was completed by Fincantieri in 2020. I think they only had 1 or 2 cruises, and then the good old virus came and shut everything down. So pretty much I'm still on a brand new cruise ship. Here's the main pool deck. We got 2 warm jacuzzis that are shaded, 2 showers here, a fairly sizable pool. I think normally the water's a little bit higher. Great looking LEDs and recessed lighting here in the elevator vestibules. So on every deck they give you a ship plan to tell you where everything is on board. You can see we're here right now on deck 12. Deck 14, there's a few big suites, and the big Regent suite is up there. And then when you're on that deck, it will give you the more detailed plan to tell you where everything is. There are laundrettes on most floors except for deck 10. Now, deck 11 forward, we have the Connoisseurs Club. This is one of 2 smoking venues on board the ship. Great place to hang out, enjoy a fine cigar. When you're in the Caribbean, you can buy Cuban cigars and smoke them on board. They do have Louis XIII. And by the way, if you stay in the Regent Suite, they give you a small bottle included. We'll have a selection of fine whiskeys. Cognacs. They also have a card room, which I believe is being used for storage right now. Then the entrance to the observation lounge. This is really neat. So this is the most forward place you can get to on the ship unless you're in the Regent Suite. And there's no exterior forward viewing platform on the Seven Seas Splendor. But they will have entertainment, music, and piano player in here. On deck 11 forward at the Culinary Arts Kitchen. This area they do have extra cost cooking classes and demonstrations as well. And just forward of the Culinary Arts Kitchen on deck 11 starboard, we will have the entrance to the library. And I thought it was weird they had a big gap between the door, but it's just a saloon style door. And they'll have an extensive selection of books, fiction, nonfiction, big table books, atlases. Of course, if you're a Commodore member, you get your name here on the list. Here in the back, they'll have two internet stations as well. We're now forward on the pool deck here. We'll have two showers here. And the pool bar. Right here, starboard, is the enclosed smoke pit. So this is one of very few smoking areas on board the ship. I need to have a puff. And the water is fairly warm. It's got to be 86 or 88 degrees here, Fahrenheit. Use real teak on the deck. This is around 100. And of course, an announcement comes right on top of me.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
So we'll have pool grill seating areas. Here we'll have lunch buffets and whatnot going on, and today we'll have an outdoor breakfast buffet, which is not getting a lot of traffic. How's it going? We're now aft on deck 11, so straight in from the pool deck we come into La Veranda, which is the main buffet area. Of course, hand washing stations here with a golden sink. Look at that. We have a bar service area here. Highest quality silver. And we're setting up now for the breakfast buffet. Just got my favorite bear claws in here this morning. Smoked salmon. regular milk. They also have almond milk. Tons of cereals, coffees, yogurts, and fruit juice. They order omelets, bacon, sausage, etc. every morning. We're backing into port right now, that's why we're shaking and baking here. Oatmeal. Of course, we have normal scrambled eggs and freshly baked bread every day. We have indoor and outdoor seating. It's a great way to enjoy breakfast with a view. And here we are at the Port of Roatan. Great alcove seating, so even if it's a little rainy out, you can still sit outside. And we just saw La Veranda. And then in the evening, the port side transforms into Sette Mari. They change the sign around. And every 2 nights, they change the menu on board, so you can go here multiple times on a cruise and not have the same thing. So have a look here at the menu. And then guess what? This venue is no reservations. It is specialty dining, but no reservations. You just walk in and get a table anytime you like. And weather permitting, they will have it open on the back deck as well, so you can sit in the alcoves and have dinner al fresco. Interesting, Regent now has, just wave your hand for entry into the bathrooms, which are fully decked out in marble. And what is this, kind of brushed brass here. And all Regent cruise ships are fully accessible in pretty much all areas of the ship. If you want to see this, just wave your hand here. We have a fully accessible head with all the grab bars and everything, a low roll under sink, sharps box. Automatic doors. We're now deck 10 aft, and this is Prime 7, which is the premier steakhouse on board with USDA Prime steaks, the highest quality you can get. Also had the lamb, which was excellent. And by the way, all specialty dining on board Regent Seven Seas is included. There's no extra cost, but you do make reservations. And once you book your cruise, you get one reservation in each restaurant included. And then once you're on board, you can make more reservations. So they do have a bar here, just if you want to have a few drinks before you're seated. And plenty of table selection. It goes all the way back to the aft. And by the way, Regent does use Riedel wine glasses throughout the ship. We'll have Penfold Shiraz, Sassicaia 2016 that has two 100-point ratings. We have Ornellaia, some Louis Jadots, Luce, Toscanas. We have Insignia from Joseph Phillips, Dariush. Of course, these are all on the connoisseurs list. You do pay for these. Next up, opposite of Prime 7 is Chartreuse. This is a new French specialty dining venue that's available exclusively on the Seven Seas Explorer and here on the new Splendor. I'll try and get you better shots of the menu if I can. Dramatic entryway here. And they'll have a little bar as well. And look at the great tile work on the floor. I'll be eating in here tomorrow night, and I'll be glad to show you some of my choices there. And by the way, the Prime 7 and Chartreuse are open for lunch on occasion with a special lunch menu. So you can come in here multiple times, not only for dinner, but have a nice lunch also. Here's a quick look in the laundrette. It's pretty much the only thing to see here on deck 9. And they will have one or two laundrettes on most floors. They'll have a single ironing board that flips up from the wall with a steam iron, TV if you want to hang out here and watch the news. And they'll have 3 washers and dryers with the instructions there on the wall. We're now deck 5 aft. We're going through the Serene Spa and Wellness Center. This is kind of a ramp here. It goes down a little bit. And we do have a full service salon on board Splendor. Fancy stuff here. We've got a nice barber chair. And full manicure stations. 2 pedi stations. And full salon services. Spa reception, little waiting area. And we'll have separate women's and men's locker rooms. So they'll have security lockers here for all of your things. So this is the Experience Shower, and they have 3 different heads here. I don't know if you can read them. They have cold mist, tropical rain, and massage. So I'll show you the cold mist. Hopefully that comes out all right on the video. an aromatic steam room. It's not on yet. It does get hot in here, so you can take a shower, rinse all the sweat off your head, and a eye wash there. And there we'll have the sauna, fairly large. And strong heat also. Now here we'll have chairs and everything set up, which are not done yet. And a Thalasso infinity edge pool, which goes right to the edge of the back of the ship. Here we are, kind of moseying on in slowly backwards to Harvest Key. This is treatment room number 3. It's a couple's room. A sink here. And a big accessible shower. And a huge 2-person whirlpool. On Regent, all of the treatment rooms have a shower. This one has the biotech system going on. This one does not have a shower because it's not a spa treatment room. This one is treatment room number 1 with another accessible roll-in shower and tub area. We are now deck 5 aft at the entrance to the very exciting Pacific Rim, and look at the dragon that you walk through to get into the restaurant. So Pacific Rim is also a new specialty dining venue on the newer class of the Regent ships. If you're on the older vessels, they'll have some menu items from Pacific Rim on the ship. And I had dinner here last night, and it was exquisite. I'll say that. And just outside of Pacific Rim, we have one of the muster stations here where, if need be, you could get onto the lifeboats. So they have plenty of new, high-quality lifeboats for everybody on board. And then this area goes all the way around the back and around the other side. And just forward of the Splendor lifeboat area, we'll have outdoor seating for the coffee connection, which is right inside. And promenade goes all the way up to there. And forward of Pacific Rim, we'll come into the coffee connection. These are some of my favorite paintings on board. I wanted to show you those. And me show you the Coffee Connection menu. So they have a great selection of espressos, lattes, French press. I've had French press coffee on board. That was excellent. Some Irish coffees. By the way, this is Regent's 30th year, and I'm on my 50th cruise right now. Fancy espresso machines. And we got two puzzles that everybody's been working on the whole cruise. I've got a couple pieces together in there, but I got fed up with it after a while. This one seems a bit easier. And of course, we'll have more morning snacks, kind of light breakfast. They do have Greek yogurt on board, but you have to ask for it. Great pastries and bagels here. Here's the Meridian Lounge. This place is rocking and rolling. They'll have the pianist and the guitar and singer in here. And of course the bar is rocking and rolling all the time. So they do have the new Vero water system on board. There's no more single-use plastic bottles. They give everybody a tin bottle that you keep throughout the cruise and take home if you want. And they'll have three selections here for sparkling, room temperature, and cold still water. And from there we come into the concierge desk here, the main reception area, and destination services. Nice view of the main staircase. And here we'll have the general manager's office. I believe this is the restaurant reservations here. So if you haven't done it online, you can come in here. If you have the butler, you can make reservations through your butler. Great artwork throughout the ship. All right, and right here is the cruise consultant desk. This might be my favorite area of the ship, especially for you. Reason being is if you're having a great time on your Regent cruise, which probably you are, then I recommend you come here and book your next cruise while you're on board. Regent will give you significant incentives to do so. And if you live in the US or Canada, you can assign that booking to me. They'll find me in the system at Affluent Journeys, and then I will give you my normal benefits on top. So it's a really great way to stack up the benefits on your next Regent cruise. And let me emphasize that's for North American residents only. And so I hope to hear from you on that. And just by the general manager desk, we'll have the business center. We'll have Acer computers. Jump online, check your emails, and print out boarding passes, etc. We are now all the way forward on deck 4, and we're having a look in the Constellation Theater, which is the main showroom on board the Seven Seas Splendor. And this is a bi-level showroom. They will have 4 major production shows, full song and dance troupe, 5 singers, and I think another 5 or 6 dancers as well. And then this is also going to be the shore excursion meeting place. And just forward of the theater, we'll have the shops on board with lots of ladies' clothes, sunglasses, of course, a perfume shop, a few like cables and things like that, but they don't have a lot. And then on this side, we'll have the jewelry shop. Bellerie, I've never heard of it. It's kind of the main brand that they're promoting. And then we'll have more purses, things like that. They do have menswear on the other side as well. And just for the shops, we'll have embark and disembarkation corridors on both sides. Great view up the grand staircase. And to the side of that, we'll have the entrance to the Splendor Lounge. And guess what? Another bar serving fine drinks, aperitifs, with evening entertainment. Across from there, we have the casino with all the different table games and slots. They'll have blackjack and Texas Hold'em tournaments. And from there, we come into the largest of the main dining rooms on board, and that would be the Compass Rose. You'll notice that the color palette here on the Splendor is fairly different than what you would see on the Explorer. So it's a bit lighter, a little easier on the eye. Look at the Versace plates. And they will have an extensive menu here in the Compass Rose with a always available menu on one side and then the daily selections on the other. And the dining in here is excellent. All right, guys, well, that is the end of the full cruise tour here of the brand new Seven Seas Splendor. I hope you like what you saw today. If so, make sure to hit like on the video down below if you haven't already, and subscribe here to Affluent Journeys on YouTube. That helps me a lot. Not only that, make sure to follow Affluent Journeys on Facebook. I put all my special offers and exclusive deals, especially those that I get on Regent there. And then give me a follow on Instagram as well. You'll see some other things that I do on my various travels and whatnot. I mentioned at the beginning of the video, yes, I am a luxury cruise agent, and I do represent Regent and most other cruise lines for the North American market only. That would be U.S. and Canadian residents. So if that applies to you and you're interested in booking a cruise here on Regent, I'd love to hear from you about it. And in most cases, I can improve on the offer that you would have by booking direct on your own with the various cruise lines. Even if you've already booked that cruise within the past 30 days with Regent's North American offices only, so if you book through Europe, Australia, UK, etc., I can't help you on those. So US and Canadian customers only. You did not book through another travel agent. If you did book through another travel agent, please don't contact me on it. And you're not paid in full, then I might still be able to improve that offer, and I'll be glad to. So serious inquiries may contact me today at the phone number down below, or submit your inquiry on the website, affluentjourneys.com. Don't forget to check out the full room tour I have of my suite on board the cruise here. Oh, and by the way, I mentioned earlier, this is my 50th cruise, and I just wanted to give special thanks to all of you, my clients. This wouldn't be possible without you. So, with that, thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and please stay tuned for the next one.